It's that time again, guys. Sunday night, everything and all things tattoo, shall we say? Well, I say there's all of us here. There's about 5 of us here. I will let the stream play catch up. If you can hear me okay and everything's okay, slam a thumbs up in the chat. I know we've got the usual. We've got Mad. How you doing? We've got Mike from Georgia. He's in. I know Jason says he was in, floating about, probably out with the missus, but he says he'll be listening. Anybody else that's sat by the side, by the wings, jump in the chat. No problem. I do have email across the top. Anybody wants to send anything in? I know Mike has already sent a piece in for us to have a look at. We will get round to that. I'll leave it up there for a little while, then I will be taking it down. Oh my God, gone live. We've lost a lot of viewers, but hey, it looks like it's going to be a short night for everybody tonight then. Sat here talking to myself. I think I must have timed this one wrong, or YouTube's not playing ball. It's fallen out of me. But if everything's all right, like I say, give us a thumbs up in the chat. You want to send out an email at the top, send it in. And then we'll go, Jamie. Yeah, how you doing, Dick? But like I said, so other than that, let's kick off with slam it in the chat what you've been up to. What do you need help with? What you're struggling with? That Perry, how you doing, Perry? Glad you could make it, buddy. Add to a few more people making it to the stream tonight. Again, like I say, when I've got a few more people joining in, I have got a few things that I will probably announce like once we hit 1,000 subs. Rob, how are you doing? Hope everything's okay. How are you guys? I know the time difference, a lot of you are on the other side of the pond, and the time difference, it'll be mid-afternoon for you guys. You'll be just recovering from having your evening meal or whatever it is. Got a bit of a food coma going on, or you're at work. I don't know. So let us know. So, excuse me. So, how's it going? What we up to? What we're struggling with? Are we still tattooing? Who's still tattooing? Who's learning? Have you given up? Or has life got in the way and you've got other things on the go at the minute? I know for me, it's gone a little bit quiet. I know put in the chat earlier to Mad Tattoo. I know he's busy. It's gone a little bit quiet over here, my shop tattoo-wise this month. I'm sure it will pick up, but it's just a bit quiet. The books look a bit quiet, a bit scarce at the minute. But hey, we'll get through that, is what it is. Same with you guys. I don't know what it's like. I don't know you guys tattooing all the time or whatever. Can let you play catch up in questions. It's going to be a long night if we don't start getting some chat in this or some questions or some chat going down this right hand side. Keep me going, keep me feeding. If not, I will jump virtually straight across to one of the emails that's come in, and we'll have a look at Mike's work. I know it says he sent a piece in, and he hopes that he's not going to be the only person to have sent anything in tonight, but we'll see. Hey up, Jason. I know you said you were out and about, and you were at Missus and that. It's see you managed to pop into chat and get a few words in, pal. But other than that, like I say, it's just a Brandon. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Hope you're all okay. Hope you're keeping well. Oh, a few more coming in now. Like I say, guys, there's now 10 of you in. Jump in chat, you can see. But everybody's right, everybody's fair. We're all here to help, not here to rip piss. Well, all depends. But jump in chat, give the stream a thumbs up. Brandon, I'm doing good. Good. That's what we like to hear. Are you working? Are you chilling out? Is it? What are people doing? Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening? What are you doing? Are you working? Are you chilling? Are you practicing? Well, I don't know. For all I know, you could be sat there tinkering with your car, listening to me in background, flap my lips, and that. But again, just let us know what you're up to this fine Sunday evening / afternoon. Smoke, glad you could make it. I thought you were abandoning us this week. Jason is working with wife till wrestling pay-per-view. Right. Oh my God. You actually, that freaks me out. You're actually paying to watch blokes run around in leotards. Wow. Wow, Jason, that's just straight up freaky. That is just straight up freaky. I'm sure. Yeah, it's all put on. Mad, what we got? Drawing. I'm working tomorrow. Usually close Mondays. Bloody hell. I know that feeling though. Drawing on your days off. I don't know about you, Mad, but sometimes, depending on how busy you are, that's all you ever see me do. Draw, design, stencil. Are you, then again, I don't know. Are you old school, Mad? Are you pencil and paper? Or are you using iPad, Procreate? Are you using something else to do your stencils with? Because I used to be old school, pen and paper, 50,000 drawings, kill 15 trees per design. But best thing I ever did was move over to a tablet. It saved so much time, so much wasted effort that, yeah, I'd never look back. I'd really never look back. It just depends. What we got? It's mad. Always, lol. Your favourite iPad. But whatever floats your boat, I suppose, Mad, there's got to be some weirdos out there that like Apple products. Like I said, long live Apple. Should name it. They should have rebranded that from Apple to Marmite, because you either love it or hate it. It's but hey, I do know that, shall we say, I will probably hesitate a guess that 85% of people that are drawing for tattoos and stuff like that will be using an iPad, a pencil. Oh my God, here we go. I've upset the apple cart here, haven't I? Jason, Mad's got long live Apple. That's it. I've definitely upset the apple cart. Jason, he likes Apple products. Who's other one? Brandon, what's a good used iPad for drawing? I don't really do. I mean, go on, guys, you can answer this. Mad, you might be able to answer this. I mean, look, what's a good iPad for drawing without busting somebody's bank? First of all, I would say at least a 10-inch. I mean, I think 8-inch is big, but my wife keeps telling me 8-inch is small, so it's just one of them things. So it's got to be 10-inch, I would have thought. And I would have thought the newest generation you can get, but I'm not. Then again, I'm not sure. I don't know what Procreate needs to run efficiently, because there's no point in getting an iPad that it just runs on, because you want an iPad that it runs on comfortably. Otherwise, I suppose, like any other product, it'd be just stuttering and be driving you nuts. So honestly, because I don't do Apple products, I wish I could give you some insight on there. Again, I don't know what other iPads other people are using. Put it in comments. Let them know. Put it in comments what iPad you're using, 8, 10, 12 Pro. I don't know. I know there's the iPads, iPad Airs, first gen, second gen, Gen Z, Gen V. Oh my God. I don't know. It's I just don't know. What's Mad got here? I've got a 10-inch and the iPad as well. Do you know, Mad, do you know what model it is and any specs about it? If you have, put it in, pop it in chat, buddy. Just so that Brandon can see what you're using and what you're getting away with using. And I'm assuming that it's you're using Procreate on it as well, Mad. Oh, what we got here? Brandon, he's put, I don't use Apple, so I'm lost there. Brandon, I don't use Apple. I hate Apple. I use a Microsoft Surface Pro and a Microsoft Surface Pencil with mine, and then to do my things, to do my stencils, I use Sketchbook Pro on mine. I find it no problem at all, because I also use PC and I have Photoshop on PC, it's then easy for me to transfer files. I don't have no, shall we say, compatibility issues transferring files from one to another. I can Bluetooth them across or memory stick them across, and I can open one in another, no problem. I don't have no compatibility issues whatsoever. You were looking at a Windows Surface Pro. Yeah, just 1 minute, Brandon. Is anybody free? Just go in my bag and get my Surface Pro out and just chuck us it in, please. Yeah, I'll get mine chucked in here, and I'll basically, Brandon, I'll show you what I'm using, and I'm due to upgrade my Surface Pro. It's had a lot of stick, but currently I'm using is it Surface Pro 4? Yeah, and I get away with the thing. 1 minute. Cheers, kid. Yeah, that's it. That's mine. That's my Surface Pro. Obviously, comes apart. Pencil with it, no problem. It's Surface Pro 4. It's an i5 with, was it 8 gig of RAM in it? And it runs this program. I'll show you it. I'll just boot this thing up and I'll show you it, what I use. I wish I could link it onto a computer, actually, display, and then it'd be a lot easier to show you that way. But let's get it on. And I don't know whether you can see it. Let me scoot to the side. Let me move this camera around this way. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see. Let's get some glare off it. I've got there. It is Sketchbook. Basically, it's Sketchbook Pro, and it just opens up. It's right hard, and it's getting so much glare on the screen. It'll just open up like that, and basically I can add images and everything. Let me just price on something like that. If you're getting them second hand, they're very, very reasonable. I've had mine a while now, and I got mine. I'll be honest with you, I got mine second hand, and I think I gave with the keyboard charger. I didn't get the pen. I had to buy the pen separate, but the pen I got a pen for something like $40, the proper Microsoft pen. I think the tablet would probably equate to about $225 US. I think they're about cheaper. It's and that's for the 4. If stay away from the 5. The 5 have a tendency to screw up. If you could get a 6 or a 7 and you want to push it out a bit more, you might be paying about $300 or $400 for that. But I bet you could pick one of these up $200, $250 with keyboard charger and everything. No, it's not bad at all. And like I say, it's so easy. It's so easy to use, so simple. And like I say, I am so sorry that I can't show you on there. Of course, it's that freaking thing upside down there. And like I say, you can put multiple layers, texts. You've got all your different tools for across the top for if you do, symmetry. So you only got to draw one half of it, it'll automatically draw the other half. Or you can do it in quarters, so you only got to draw a quarter of it. If you're doing a mandala, it'll do all the rest of it. So no problem at all. The pen is just like a Apple pen. It's pressure sensitive, so you press on a little bit more, you'll get a fatter line, a little bit lighter. And you've also got stuff with this Sketchbook Pro down the side. You can make your pens wider and fatter and thinner and do whatever you want. But I just use a marker. It's a fine line marker pen, and have it set to about a 5 or a 6, and just set my pen up and away I go, no problem. And I've used it for years. Best thing I ever did for getting away. Because again, I don't do Apple products. I never have done, never will do. And so if you're not into Apple products and you're not really got your head around them, that is a perfect alternative. It's an absolute perfect alternative for it, Brandon. What we got? Matt says same really, but anything Apple you have to update, everything costs money. Yeah, I mean that done. Obviously Microsoft updates are free. I paid for, you can get Sketchbook, you can get the free version, but I paid for the Sketchbook Pro, which is, I think it's, what did I pay? I think I paid £16, so that might be around about $19, and that's it. You've got it for life. You really got it. And they don't really update it because it's foolproof. It just works. It just does exactly what it says on the tin. You can multiple layers, different colours, merge all your layers, print, resize, cut, crop. Like I say, you've got all your different symmetries. You might get stressed for about a week trying to use it. I'm thinking, worst thing I ever did, but you just, it's like all else, just like learning to tell, you just got to literally bash on with it. Plus, on the flip side, it's a full computer, it's a full PC. So when you're not using it as that, like I say, you can use it and it's just like a desktop PC. Got your keyboard on or whatever, and away you go. Battery life's good, different modes. You also get the option to, where is it? Oh, it's in the back here. Yep. Come with a memory, but you can, where is it there? You can put a memory card in and expand the memory right up. I think it'll take up to something like a 2 terabyte memory card in it to expand your memory capacity all the way through. I think that's got 200, 256 gig is that one? Yeah, it's an i5, 8 gig of RAM, 256 gig of memory built in, and I've got another 256 gig memory card sat in it. Brian, how you doing? Haha. What's the best boop to clean fake skin with? I can't tell you that. I said last time, this will be the last time. Do you know something? This will be the last time I'm going to say it, and I'm actually going to say it, and after that, it's going to cost you after this. I am not going to say it for you for free no more, so you can go, you can forget it. So, you know, Brian, it's baby oil. You really, really, really just want me to say baby oil to you. Danik, how you doing? Like I said, that is the last time, Brian. I am not saying it anymore. I am not. That is it. Done. Dusted. What we got? That ought to be his catchphrase. No, that's the last time I'm saying it, Jason. That is it. Boom. What we got, Brandon? Oh, what we got here, buddy? I also found pipe insulation that you use for your Ambition Torque grip at Walmart for $5 in a 4-pack. That's good. That is really good. I think they're in about 3 foot, 1 meter lengths out there. So you get 22 a length. So you work it out 20. So you're going to get 80 pieces. Because I cut mine at 2 inches long, 50 mil. So you're going to get like 80 pieces for $5. It's great. I won't be without mine. Honestly, best thing I ever did. Bit of a ball ache cutting it up, but I just use a bread knife, serrated bread knife, and I just sit there and I just cut it up with a serrated bread knife. Again, best thing I ever did. The other thing I have found, I don't know about your Brandon, sometimes when you wrap it around your machine, it can be a bit tight. Some of them, depending, and you've got to really grip it and then put a piece of tape up. If you actually, down the little slot, if you slot it, then open it, and then just bend little parts backwards so it just cracks, breaks open a little bit on the inside. When you actually grip it around your machine, it still grips as strong, but it's as easy to get round. It's easier to get round your machine and tape. But like I say, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And again, believe it or not, especially for some people, you wouldn't believe until you've tried it how much having a fatter grip will help improve your line work and keep your machine a lot steadier and help with your line work. Andy's grip is so big he could use a pool noodle. I can actually use a pool noodle, and I know what a pool noodle is, because the grip that I get is something like, it's got a 13 mil wall on it, so it wouldn't matter to me, and I still wrap loads of tape around it, so it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me if my grip's that fat, as long as it's not like that, really thin, 32 mil. As long as it's sort of like 2-3 inch, well, it's got to be near the 3 inch in diameter, then I'm sorted. I can't use a skinny little grip. I honestly can't. I'm just not used to holding stuff that's that thin. Honestly, damn it, you may be able to, bro, but I'm just not used to wrapping my hand around something that's that thin. It's not in my nature. But yeah, give it a go. Give it a go, Brandon. It's I'm sure be fine. Just put it round, bit of tape, squeeze it round, bit of tape round it, wrap it, really stretch your first couple of wraps of grip tape round it, and then just go around and cover it with your grip tape. And it's great. To be fair, once you've used it a few times, there's no going back. There is really no going back to having a thin grip at all. We have got others. Let me just have a quick look on here. Got a couple of emails in. We will take a look. We will bounce over to them in a minute. So questions, bullshit, problems, struggling with, I don't like that, slam them in chat. I'll give you a minute or so to put them in the chat. If not, then we will jump across and have a look at a couple of the emails that have come across that people have sent some work in. See how we can help them. See how we can help anybody. What we got here? Boom. Hopefully you're still doing these lives when I can get back to work on my shift. Yeah, like I said, hopefully I am. You know what I mean? It's one of them. I didn't get on last week. I felt a bit under weather, I'll be honest with you. And it was just like, last thing on my mind to do. YouTube, I don't know what it is with YouTube. YouTube seems to have fallen out with tattooing. You go look at anybody that's got a tattoo channel, and even some of them with lots of viewers or lots of people, followers, struggling. They're really, really struggling to get views, get likes, I don't know whether it has. I just don't know whether it has fallen out. And that, I mean, one of the lads I look at is Alex Conte. I mean, lad's got something like 600,000 subscribers. But then you look at his videos, might be 2, 3, 4,000 views out of 600,000 subscribers. So yeah, I don't know whether it's one of them. I don't know if YouTube has fallen out. Brian, have to blow ink in cartridge in inkjet Epsom last week. Was pretty messy. Had to blow ink into inkjet cartridge. Not right sure what you got there. Cause, if you're on about stencil printing, my stencil printing is a Eco Tank, Epsom Eco Tank ET26. I think it's a 2650. Just has a little pots on the side. You just take a rubber cap off, and it's got a big open thing, and you just tip them in. I don't know about cartridges. I don't know how people are. Because if you doing stencils, you're doing stencils with stencil ink. It's always an ink Eco Tank. It's always an Eco Tank that you use. Yeah. I know it's been slowing down. It has been slowing down a lot, Jason. A hell of a lot, mate. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Or is it people just? Is it just not? Is it just not a subject that people want to learn anymore, or are bothered in? Is it going out of fashion? I don't know. I just honestly don't know. Is it a dying art? I don't know. We got inkjet work now, but printer is not that good now, right? Social media is over it. It is, but the problem is, Jason, it's social media is. You might think it is overrated, especially when you get to a certain age. But the problem is with the industry that you're going in, and if you're running a business and you want to advertise, there's nothing better, and it's a lot of it's free. You just got to put a little bit of time in, a little bit of effort in. It's free. You reach a wide audience. I know they say word of mouth is good, which it is good. There's nothing so much better, but if you've got no clients to start with, how are you going to get out there? And you need to expand your clientele, so you've got to keep going and keep going. What we got here, Jason? You can find someone getting naked gets 4 million likes and followers, but an artist only get 1,000. It's crazy. It is, I can't even get 1,000. I can't even get 1,000. I'm sat at what, 694. I was at 694 3-4 weeks ago, and then for some reason I lost about 10. Lost about 10 people. Then it's crept. It's taken about 3 weeks to get about 10 back on. It's just painfully slow. It is painfully slow. They just don't even want to know. Brandon, I print my stencils with a cheap thermal Bluetooth printer. Works awesome, and it's under $200. Yeah, I mean, thermal printers are good. You don't get the detail out of them that I'd like sometimes. And I do prefer my inkjet printer. But what I will say is, if you're working on fake skin, false skin, nothing will put a stencil on false skin as good as a thermal printer or hand-drawn. The inkjet stencils and the inkjet printers are not a patch on the thermal printing for working on false skin. I'd always use a thermal printer. I've got one in drawer down here. I've got a cheap Chinese thermal printer down here at the side of me. I don't use it. I can just plug it, but it's one of them, you just plug it into your laptop. It's not Bluetooth or anything. Just plug it in via a USB cable. And it's a cheap Chinese thing. It's down here, it works. But if I wanted to do fake skin, I just haven't got rid of it because for what it's worth, it's just there doing no. But every so often it'll come out if I need. But really do get bored or to decide to do something. Brian, you have to learn to use a printer more. Yeah, otherwise they just block up. Yeah, see what I mean? It's bullshit. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, again, you go on TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, bloody Instagram, and if you're doing something stupid and you're going to run into a wall and break your nose, you get 10 million likes. But you put out educational up or try to help anybody, it's like you get about them one. But hey, it's what it is. Who gives a shit? Well, I'm not right sure what you've got here, Brian. Have to use it printer or have a lot of issue with printer. Right. What do you mean? You've got to use it as a printer? Again, different for me because I'm using it every single day. I have a dedicated stencil Eco Tank printer, and I have another printer for just printing out normally. What we'll do is, while we're on here, I mean, there's only 9 of us now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that off top of there. Put that up. Let's get back on chat. What we'll do is let's pull up and let's have a look, see what somebody's got on here. So we'll start here. We've got 2 in. This bottom one here, I'm assuming is Mike, which let me just go back over, put chat back on. What we got here? Yeah, that'll probably work, man. Get naked and rub baby oil on yourself, 4 million likes. Probably would. Either that or I'd get banned. I'd get banned off somewhere for cruelty to old people. You know what I mean? It's I won't be allowed to do it. Right, so I guess this is Mike. Did this one this weekend, first script tattoo. Right, guys, let's zoom in. So let's have some feedback from you guys. Oh, can't get in any further. So let's have some feedback off you guys as to this. Come on, jump in chat. Like I say, there's 10 of you. Let's have some feedback before I start chelping in. Mike, you don't say whether you've done just We the People or We the People 7076 and the Feather. I'm assuming it's just We the People. Wet Bee People. It's the title, what's that? The little hard to read. We've got. I'm confused. Yeah, well, obviously, it's on there. It says We the People. Yeah, I get what you're saying. First off, you know, the space in here could have been a little bit more. This line on the E, I would have taken a bit of artistic license and cut these a little bit shorter, Mike. I honestly would. Same for these. And I know it's a script. Tried to space it out a little bit better with it. It is hard to read. Anyway, what I am going to say, I mean, other than, I don't know what this is here, because this line looks heavily drilled and we've got a lot of redness around that. I don't know whether there was something pre-existing in your thing, but what I am going to say overall, 1776, my birth year. Yep, you've got it. You've got it. I'm pretty much in agreement with Jason. I mean, through here, through this, through there, and that, it's pretty much, and I can see a little bit better on my screen than what you guys probably can do. It's evenly put in. It looks evenly put in. Besides this, oh God, this area here looks a bit either overworked or I don't know what's happened here, Mike, or whether it's been done. Is this just done? Picture of it just done. Because this, it looks evenly put in and it doesn't look overworked, as in the black put in, being overworked and drilled in. This bit, I will say, does. You got some, like looking at it, like the edge work on some of this lettering is pretty crisp. It's just hard. It's, as we're looking at it, it's hard to read it. You know, it's closed up. I would have probably picked a similar font like this, like an old English Gothic, but a different style, just so that we didn't have the stuff quite as close. This has got a bit crazy here between the bottom of the T and the H, to the point I could maybe think that, I mean, that's a W there, to a point I could think that that's either some crazy like W or it's, yeah, I mean, a different type of script. Right, look, there's so many scripts out there and there's so many versions of each script that part of you've got to look at it and think, yeah, I like the script, but that particular script is not going to work. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to work well, but I could go for a Gothic or I could go for an Old English, and look for a few other scripts. Look, if you ever want any, if you're using a PC and you want fonts and different scripts, I use a thing, and it's free. The page is free, and I'll just type it in chat, which is free. I'll just put on here free font. So yeah, free. Right, that's where I get mine from. I'll just put it thing. Free font site to get from. It's called DA font. If you type DA font into the thing, you can just download them, go through them. You can see what they are. Let's have a look. We've got Big Dog. Hey up, Big Dog, how you doing? It looks like We the People is partially healed, and someone has forgotten to put the little at the end of the E, and also went back in and added the 1776. That looks fresh. I think the 1776, as I'm looking at Big Dog on my screen, looks healed. I do get what you're saying about We the People. It does look partly healed. And it looks like the line on the end of the E, or the end of the people, there has been gone back in. I'm not right sure, Mike. You're going to have to clarify this up, because there is the redness there, and this is what I'm saying. This doesn't look like it's overworked, or it's been drilled, or it's been worked. Could this have been because, yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of redness around there? Could it be the 1776 that he's done and he's put that in there? I'm not right sure. I could actually be talking shit, and that might not be the We the People we're supposed to be looking at, and it might be the 1776 that I'm supposed to be looking at. But yeah, I mean, if you want to download them, you can download them to a computer from DA Fonts, and it will install that font onto your computer, so you've permanently got it. And your programs you go into, when you pick your fonts, it's there. You can go in and you can just type away with it. Totally free. DA Fonts. I use it. Get them all from there. It's unlimited. You don't need to register. You can just go on and start downloading and installing as many different types of fonts, scripts, curly stuff, block stuff. Oh, there's everything. Everything is on there. Yes. Feather could do with being a bit softer. I do agree with you there. It looks like it's been done with a liner, edge of a mag. Feathers are soft. Feathers, and like you say, fur, edge of a mag. Any highlights then that you want to put in, just the little highlights or whatever you go in with it, you can go in with a light liner. You can go in with a small liner and just put tiny little bits of details in. But yeah. Get your mag on edge, and you can use your mag. Oh shit! Oh shit! Where is it all gone? You can tell I'm not prepared for this crap. No, I shouldn't have gone in that drawer. Shouldn't have gone in that drawer. I found a Terry's chocolate orange. That's me done for night, innit? Was done flat mag, round mag. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, we should be having references even for, I mean, yeah. Wish you could see the stencil for it. Yes, Brian, I wish I could see the stencil for it. And we have said everything starts with your stencil. If your stencil's jacked, your tattoo doesn't stand a chance. Your tattoo's going to be jacked. What else we got? Was done with flat mag or round mag? Well, I mean, I don't know what you're on about. I mean, are you on about a round shader? Flat mag, I don't use flat mags. All my mags are curved mags. I don't use flat mags, don't like them. Colour packing, shading, everything. I only use curved mags. So stay up, how you doing? Glad you could make it. What's this? Hey, I come home and eat, turn on YouTube, and here we are. Yeah, did you not get a thing? Did you not get a notification? Stay up. If not, best thing to do is just go go into your notifications, turn your notifications off, turn them back on, and then make sure the all button is checked, and then hopefully YouTube will find you, because it's not finding people. I think it's just falling out with anybody that does tattooing. What we got here? Big Dog. Hey, Andy, have you heard from Dave? Yes, he was on with us not last week, week before, Big Dog. We did a live stream on Sunday. Dave was here. All is fine. He's had a lot going on in his personal life. Obviously, moving from Iowa to Texas. And then when he was at Texas, he was saving with his in-laws. He got in a new studio, so had to build his clientele up just before Christmas. Dave and the wife and the family got themselves a house, so they had to move in there. He's now moved to another studio, so he's busy in that studio. And now, because he's not working on his own property, and is, shall we say, like the rest of us, out to work, that when he comes home and the little bit of time that he's got a young family, he's spending it with a young family, which I don't blame him. I just don't blame him. But he hasn't forgot. He will be back at some point. He just needs to get sorted. Jason, got my notifications. Yeah. Brian, you got the notification. Smoke got his notification. And that's just some people who are just weird. But like I said, going back to Mag, I don't know whether, oh God, let me just switch. Let me just add that on. Yeah, going back to Mag. Is it going to focus on that? Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's a flat mag. I don't use them. But do a mag for the God, you know, for feathers or anything, and you can have it flat, you can have it on its side. Any configuration between there and there will give you a different texture. So you can have it slightly turned, which gives you slightly thing. You can have it on its corner, flat, and anyway, it will give you such a different finish. FYT Emerald, yeah, I don't personally use them. It's something that was sent to me, but I don't personally use them, Danik. And that, yeah, it's sound to hear. I mean, Dave's is banging away. He's getting on with life. He's just trying to get himself sorted, get himself settled. Like I say, it's new everything to him. Everything's new, so he has a lot to do, and I understand it. I totally understand it. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. He will get sorted, and he will be back. So let's go back to this. So yeah, I mean, again, it does look partially healed. I don't know whether it's this we're looking at. If it is, I can't quite see because it looks a little bit red around it. This looks darker, but there's some of the 1776 doesn't look to be as well saturated, you know, through here. There's like on there, and I can't get it any bigger for you guys. I'm sorry. Does not quite look saturated through there. There is a bit of work to be needed, and if you is we the people, yeah, I would look at a different font or a similar style of font, but not this particular one because it's quite bunched up. But other than that, I mean, other than that, looking at it, looks to be healing well. Doesn't look to be drilled. It doesn't look to be OTT. It looks like if it is healing, it looks like it's partially healed, not quite fully healed. But again, we're all going to start somewhere. We've all made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. We've all made blowouts and things. It's what you do. It's what you do from there. Brian, he don't use mad. I love mags. Use straight but curved for portraits. You know something, mad? I don't like flat mags at all. I just do not like them at all. And I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is at all with flat mags. I just do not like them. Curved mags all day long, solid colour, shading, or whatever. I just prefer them. I just seem to work better with them, work easier with them. But that's mine. But like I said, that's my thing. What I do is not necessarily same for what Mad does or Danik does, Stay Up does, but then Mike does, anybody, you know, Big Dog or whatever. Everybody does different. You've just got to take away what you can, implement it where you can, and learn. I think, well, no, that's, and be your own worst critique. I think, well, actually, that's not for me. So, yeah, I'm not going to use them. Go buy one box or whatever. Don't be going and buying loads. I mean, I'm pretty much dialed with my cartridges now, so I usually order them in 500, 600, 700 cartridges at a time, get them shipped, and I've done with them. Look, this is bang on. Getting a good photo is awful. You've either got too much light, not enough light, and I don't know about you, man. Anybody that's tried photographing a tattoo, you could have done the world's best tattoo, and you try photographing a tattoo, and it does not show half the detail, half the colours, half the tones, or anything. And the only way you're ever going to get it to look super duper in a photograph or anything is if then you go in and you start messing around with it, editing everything, but then it's not true to what you've done. It's false, and I've always hated that, because I look at a lot of this stuff that's online, you know, colour stuff, and you see it, it's super bright, like it's been done with markers or spray paint or anything like that, and it's false. It's all edited. You get in, you can see where they've worked it, you know, saturation, hue, saturation, colour, vibrance, and then you get close in and you can see where they've used, they've sharpened it, and they've used a tool called denoise. You go in, because then you look at pores in skin, all pores on outside, round here, in skin, you can see no problem. As they get further and further in, they start to blur off, and they start to get softer and softer and softer, and then you get into the middle of tattoo. Well, yeah, it's tattooed you, but you see pores in skin there as well, but I can't see any. No, because they started using different tools, and that really frustrates me, because even coloured ink never looks that bright. You can get it to look bright, but it never looks as bright as a lot of photos show in skin, and that really does. That's a pet peeve of mine. It pisses me off, does that, because then you get clients coming, oh, I want this. Well, it's not achievable. That's an edited photo. It is not achievable whatsoever. I can do the tattoo. I'll photograph it. I'll do the tattoo. It'll look the same. It won't be as bright. And then what I'll do is I'll take a photograph of it. I'll edit it. Yeah. I'll send you edited photo, and then your tattoo will look like that. That's the only way you can get it like to look the same. But yeah, so again, going back over here, yeah, there is work to be done, especially design wise. There is work to be done with this. A little bit of packing work and that, but half of it and the majority of it is design wise on that. Go back. Jay Willis, this is Josh. Critique here, man. Hey there, man. But a great mouth for me. Not sure that. I got the Mass Pro cartridges, love them. Yep, I like my Mass Pro. I got to admit. Also using the big Wasp Z1 tattoo machine. I've not used that. Still new with adjustable strokes, but how's the newest pieces? So we'll have a look. Whose piece? Which one, Smoke? Which one? The last one that we were looking at, or this one? This is Josh. Is this one? You weren't even here to hear the pointers. You'll watch it back. We're on about the other one. The other one was Mike from Georgia, the first one that I've just done. It sent some in. So let's have a look. And I'm going to let you guys soak this one up. Do you need me to get in a little bit closer? Yeah, last one with Mike from Georgia. With that one, Smoke. This one's Josh. Come on, guys. It's up on screen. It's up on everything. Let's have some of your... this one's Josh. Let's have a little bit of your input. On this. This one's Josh. Let's get in there. Well, what I am going to say, I mean, I don't know whether he's in chat, whether Josh is in chat, using multi-stroke machine. Firstly, I don't know what stroke he's using. Secondly, what I'm going to say is, let's start with this one. You can see down, some of these lines look like they've had a few passes, like this one. Let's just go over here. Mike is a good artist. He will get to where he wants to be. Yeah, Mike is a good artist, and he's absolutely shit hot. Painting, pastels, drawing, pencils, everything. He will openly admit he wants to tattoo. He loves to tattoo. He just finds it the hardest medium he has ever used is fake skin, tattoo machine, inks, and that. But you go look at his work. You go look at his work on a canvas, it's second to none. But then again, you go look at some of his work, some of his tattoo work and his colour work on false skins, some of the latest piece, they're second to none. They are bang on as well. He's just having problems. He's just having problems transitioning over onto skin, which I get it. He's trying to learn himself. There's nobody at the side of him. It is hard to do and put him straight as he's going along. So, like last time he sent something in, to this time he sent something in, he's done something, but it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks before, sort of like I've come along and we've been able to give him some pointers. Whereas if somebody's at the side of you, you'll pull one line or you'll start doing one. They'll go, oh, just hold on. Just change this to here. Just move your voltage to there, or use this needle, or work in this direction, or you need to stretch skin a little bit more, and then carry on. And by the time you've done your first word, then they've got you corrected. You know what I mean? By the time you've got you corrected, oh, you got to end at your end of the words, you're all corrected, and you're something like. Not one straight line in that. No, there's not one straight line in this. There doesn't need to be a straight line. What I'm going to say, a lot of these lines look to have been multi-passed. Not what you can see. I don't know what stroke he's using. I can see these areas, we're not getting full saturation, you know, in these areas and lined out. You need to, Josh, you need to practice. And I mean, for want of a better word, you have done here is lining. But these lines look like that. It looks like you've gone down. You know, you might have come down, gone back up, and come back down on them. But either your strokes, you're either not using wrong stroke, or it looks like you may be moving too fast. You know what I mean? You just I forgot what we were going to say now. Brain's gone to mush. Right, you've either got wrong stroking, or your voltage, or your hand speed. It could even be a needle throw. It's hard to judge without having some details to look at. I mean, this is scratchy. I'll be honest. I'm looking at some of the line. Like, we'll just pick this one. Can we see? Here's my pointer on thing. This one here, I don't know. Can you guys see that? This one here, really. All right. It should have been, you know, smoother as it come round. Can you see? It comes down here, then it comes through. It gets a little bit wobbly here, and nobody does perfect. I'll be honest. Nobody's perfect at doing lining. I'll be honest. But then as we come down here, it narrows in and pressure goes. But then it's like, oh shit, he's either reworked it again from there to here, or he's got a little bit more pressure in skin, and we've got a different line weight. All right, this line weight's fine. Where he does get away with doing is round the eye. He's got the black, and this you can get away with round the eye and in the back of the mouth. I mean, if you stand away from these pieces and look at them and not get on top, they don't look too bad. But when you get into them, I mean, you say shading could be a bit better, Jason. It could be, depending on what look you're going for, because this is also, if you're going for a textured look round the outside like this, which you can do, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It's worked, and he's got a lighter tone. But Josh, you just need to work on your line. You need to get back on some basics of line. And I know you see you're battling with another machine. I don't know what machine, like say stroke and everything. From far away, they don't look too bad, but you get on top, you do need to concentrate on line work and getting these lines put in and passed in. You may not think, oh, I don't want to do tattoos, but I don't have to worry about line work. I don't like that. But you do, because to start with, you're going to get people wanting tattoos, just an outline of a love art, or an outline of a woman, or a bit of script that you're going to be outlining. So the fundamentals. Again, what I am going to say, I don't know whether this is splattered in black or whether it wants cleaning. And we all know, come on, put it in chat. What do we clean as fake skin with? Come on, who's going to be the first one to write it in chat? What do we use to clean fake skin with? What I am going to say, I actually quite, if it were clean, it'd be easy to say. I actually like this out of all of them that I've seen. Stag's not bad. I mean, has it got problems? Yes. It'd be nice if some of these. Stay Up's got it. Stay Up's got it. And here's a free one. It is a free one for the Brian. Baby oil. Yeah, give it a wipe down with baby oil. Clean your skin. Also smells nice. At least a good quality aspects of work, though. Yeah, I mean, it's like this one. You can tell, let's put it this way. You can tell what they are. Stag, does it need looking through horns? Yeah, I mean, this one here, oh, God, on. This one here just looks a bit funky because it comes round, nips in, goes back out. Again, looks a bit funky there. He's got a nice sharp point on. Can't really say much. The nose works with a tiny little mouth. The ear, there's not a great deal to this one. It does work, and the little bit of texture that's left through here, nice light strokes, dark strokes. I don't know what the reference was for that. It works. It works. Is it the cleanest? No. Is it horrible? No. Is it overworked? No, it's not. Just got to work on a few things like getting your pointy areas in. But this area is good. Round eye is good. We can make out what it is. And that. I quite like this. I quite like this rose. Has it got a few faults? Yeah. Just lost it a little bit here in the middle, but it works. I quite like how it's laid out with the line. The line looks better, a lot better than it did on the other page. Quite like how this stem's done. Would have been nice with a little bit more black under here. The leaves is where I've got. The leaves could have done with a bit more black and that in them just to push them. And I'm not a fan. You see on the leaves here, you see where this like branch, shall we say, stem comes round. I've never been a fan of, the wide vein going down the middle. I always preferred like a thinner one. Smoke, just hold your just hold your fake skin up to the light. That's I try to see saturation. Yeah, but it also depends on your skin as well. Smoke. Obviously, some skins are a lot better, but they're a lot more translucent than some other ones. But yeah, I mean, pretty good way. What we got over here, good idea. Yeah, saturation. Or more open space, make it breathe. Yeah, open space is as valuable as your darks and your mid-tones. Again, like we said, if we get over here on the stag, I mean, he's got his open space, he's got some mid-tones, he's got some darks. I'd probably, this dark here, it'd be nice, instead of it being as harsh down there, probably been a bit nicer if it were a bit, softer and softened off. Used edge of a mag, like we were on about, instead of harshly drilled in, just to soften that in. The antlers, yeah, some black, but also get some mids and some lights in there. Would have been nice, but again, I haven't got the reference. But you've also, this is where we say, you've also got to take some artistic license. You might see the photo, and like I did the other week, I put it in Photoshop while we're on here, tweaked light balance and everything, and I just thought that would translate to a better tattoo than what the initial part did, and it doesn't take long. But again, I do like the look of the rose. I do like the look of the stag. I do think it's better than the previous ones we've looked at. I just think this rose could have benefited from some solid black like the stag has. Especially in here, it's a little bit washed out. A little bit of dark black. A little dark black. Does black get any darker? Light black, dark black, or is black black? I don't know. A little bit, shall we say, solid black whipped out in these. And I think that's what this would have benefited from. And again, I don't know what all this is round it. I don't know whether it's intentional because we've got it over here, or whether it's spatter off your machine. Because if it's spatter off your machine, I would say that your machine's running too fast. If that is spatter off your machine, you've probably one of a couple of things, which your machine's running too fast, or you've got too much needle hang. Because that can affect if you've got way too much needle hang, or not enough needle hang, one of them, both of them, coupled up with it running too fast, it just spatters, sprays ink all over the place. But again, not too bad, not great. You need to work on your line, definitely need to work on line work, because as we're looking through here, these, intentionally or not, there's no signs of really a good solid line. I would probably maybe think that one there, to me, is probably looking about the best line I can see. On the rose. Again, because some of these are light, that seems to be even and consistent. Some of these go a bit dark, then a bit light. But again, let's come off that. It's got the Mass Pro cartridges, using the big machine. Still new adjustable stroke machines. Right, so you need to figure out your machine. You definitely need to figure out your machine. Without a doubt. What I would generally say, I don't know what sort of stroke it goes up to. I don't know what sort of stroke it goes up to at all. But with the look of it, you're going to want a 4mm. I always find that with adjustable stroke machines, they always hit on softer side. And 4mm always feels more like 3.5, 3.3. Now, the other machine that I reviewed, that was the Bronc Tough. That went up to 4.3. Now, my torps, I've got at 4.5, and that 4.3 was nowhere near, it wasn't even anywhere close to the same punch as the 4.5 out of the torps. I mean, I couldn't, with that Bronc Tough, I don't think I could pull a decent, I don't think I could get, well, I probably could, but you'd struggle to get a line with a 14 round shader, whereas the torch with a 4.5 mil, I'll pull a line with a 14 round shader all day long in a breath, no problem. But again, it's just one of them, you've got to get used to the machine that you like. I've had so many questions this week about the torch, actually. People ask, oh, do you use a 4 mil, do you use a 4.5, or do you use a 5 mil? I've got the 4.5 in it, and the 4.5 is used for everything. I've only got one torch machine, and I use it for the lot. I should actually buy another one. In fact, I actually will. I need to go buy another one. And my torch gets used every single day in the studio. It's my go-to machine. It's got a 4.5 mil cam in it, and it'll push everything. I can tackle with everything from an 083 round liner to a standard 14 round shader to a 27 curve mag, no problem. They're the biggest of the needles that I've got, and it never has a problem, and it never struggles. And it's so easy to use. It does it effortlessly. I have the tiny little baby, like just short of 2 amp hour Quark battery shorty ones, and I get 5-6 hours out of them working, no problem. And again, just for soft shading, colour packing, pulling lines and everything, 4.5 mil cam, and I adjust how pressure with my hand. If I'm wanting really soft shading and anything, I'll pull my needles back in a little bit. I will retract my hang on my needles so they're not smashing into the skin as much, and I just do it that way. Never had a problem at all. Every single day, to the point I made a video 1 year. I made a video of the torch 1 year on, and I actually think it runs better now after a year than what it did initially out of box because everything's running and smooth and that. And have you tried the Ambition needles? Yes, they're a good needle. They are a good needle, Jason. And like I say, they are a good needle. A little bit, they're only a little bit dearer than the Mass Pro, but that's not a problem. But I don't think they're any better than the Mass Pro. I just honestly don't. I don't know whether I'm just that used to using the Mass Pro because I use them all the time, go through that many. I don't know. Like I said, they're a good needle. And it's just finding a needle that you can work with. What we got here? I've gone up to 4.5. Oh, mad. So you've gone to a 4.5 millimeter from a 4 millimeter in mine and works effortlessly. Yeah, that honestly, Mad's just saying same as me. That 4.5 millimeter cam, and I don't know about you, Mad, whether you put it in comment or whatever. That 4.5 millimeter cam in that torch is a match made in heaven. It just works effortlessly for me as an all-round machine. It'll push lines, no problem. It'll pack colour, and the other thing as well is it's not overworking your machine. You're not overworking skin because With the 4.5, you can just steadily go past, packing colouring, packing blacking, bosh, effortless, absolutely effortless. So you put your laptop, yeah. I use it every day now, and I think, Mad, initially when you first started coming on, Mad, to start with, didn't you? You were loyal to the coil? I think you were loyal to the coil when LOL still use coil, but getting less and less. Is it getting less and less, Mad, because you're getting used to use? It could be a combination of all. Is it because you're getting used to using the pen style rotary, coupled up with the fact of that when you're using a pen machine, you can put 6 cartridges out on one machine, whereas if you wanted 6 needle groupings with a coil, you'd either put 6 machines out, or you're breaking down and you're changing needle config. And then for coils, then you'll have a liner coil machine, then you'll have a packer shader coil machine. So is it an ease of use? Are you getting used to it, or is it a combination of it all? Honestly, I mean, and I know I keep blasting on about it, but I honestly don't know for the money. I honestly don't know for the money how the Torps has ended up so good. You know, it's one of them things. It's like, and it's a brushless motor. It's not even a brushed motor. It's not even a cordless motor, a brushed motor. They've actually, it's a 100% brushless motor. So other than it absolutely going bang, tits up, it's never going to wear out. It's never really going to wear out. You got a brushless motor. You've got a direct drive machine with interchangeable cams, and it's simple, and I can't think it's cheap, and it works phenomenal. Absolutely works phenomenal. But again, I'd be devastated if it broke. That's why I need to get another one. I know they do the Torps Mini, but is that a 2.5? Is that a 2.5, 3 and 3.5? Not really for me. I do prefer some of it. It's a bit harder. But again, it's just a great. Sorry, all had a family needing some help with a plumbing issue. I've missed everything. Yeah, well, we just popped yours in. It is go back and watch it, and that just needs a couple of little bits of pointers, you know, and that mainly, Mike, it's the script that were picked. People are really getting confused. You've got to learn that there's different styles at same script, buddy. And that gets quite confusing on the script. We didn't know whether it was We the People that you'd done or the 1776. So we're getting a little bit thing, but we've been through, we've had a look. Both really. I've set up both and not I've set up both and not touched the coil, just changed. Yeah, it's so easy. It's like having, it's like having all your pens and pencils at side of you, isn't it? You can just, you've got one machine and you can just go, yep, just change all ends on it, and it's great. You don't have to worry about it. You just don't have to worry about it. Let's go. Open email reviews. TIS Tattoo. We've been through them, buddy. We've been through the emails, pal. Why have you, what are you saying is, have you sent one in, pal? Hold on. I think he sent one in. We were like, what's this? Let's go open email reviews. TIS, what's that? TIS tattoo. We will have fun. Is right, before I open this email, is it one of yours or is it something you've just. Yeah, Mike, we got some from Josh, and I think somebody sent some in, but let's go open email reviews this tattoo. Right. I don't know. I don't know. I think somebody's just sent another one in, but I don't think it's their work. I don't think it's their work that they've sent in, and I don't know that. I'll look at your work. If you're taking pictures of other people's work, or grabbing it off Tinterweb and sending it in. Yeah, that's not the thing. I'm here to have a look at your own and have a look at your own stuff and try to help you with your own stuff, not just to grab stuff down off Tinterweb and we just start ripping piss out of it. Unfortunately, that's just not what I'm about. That ain't. But like I say, we'd seen yours. We didn't know 100%. We were shouting you to see whether you were still on. And that wasn't right sure. Wasn't right sure which part about it you'd done. Yes, understand. So I'm guessing it's with what I've seen on it. It's a screenshot, Brian. It says it's a screenshot, so you've taken it from somewhere else. It's just one of them. Like I say, I'm here to try help, not rip the piss. It's just one of them. How is it possible to do a tattoo like that? Well, look, right, look. I sent one in and I was assuming it's a screenshot. I've just pre-looked at it. I'll put it up. And to be honest, what I've seen of it, the tattoo is absolutely shit hot. The tattoo is shit hot. So, see what you guys think. Here you go. Start at the top. Whoever's done it, all right, there is things on it, but it's not something I'd have probably tattooed, I'd have tattooed this, probably no problem. Swear words I don't really know, and I don't do swear it or out like that. But it's Anonymous, how you doing? Nice to see you here, pal. What we got here? Just sent a few in as well. It's been a while. Hard catching up with these lives anymore. Well, that's it. I mean, life gets in way. I don't know whether you're getting your. Oh, excuse me. I don't know whether you're getting notifications or not. I don't know. People are working. People have got other stuff. I know before, when we went live and we were over on Dave's, it was a little bit later, especially for you guys up on the other side of the pond. I think it was about 5, 6 o'clock. Obviously, I went live at about 8:25 in the evening over here, which for some of you guys is mid-evening. It's mid-afternoon, and I get it. I totally get it. So it's anonymous, yeah. What we got? Recent move was and you're running ragged. Yeah, I don't know where. It looks like you've been moving. Is it moving house, moving state? What we got? It's obviously let's zoom out a little bit. We'll get back onto there. Can you get? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Move down. What we got? You've got found people willing to let me use their skin for science law. You find plenty of people. Shows the tattoo without all the black round it. It's actually, when I'm looking at it, Mike, you can actually see just top of lady's hair. She must have a black top on, bud. And to be fair, you're going to put black up against these colours. It's going to make it pop. It's going to make it look even brighter. Brian, what? Just want to throw my machine in garbage after seeing this. It's a tattoo. It's not enough. I'll be honest with you. It's not enough. From what I can see, it's not an overly complex one. It's probably been done in sittings. And that, it's not all done in one go. It's not an overly complex tattoo. You break it down. I'd love to get my hands on doing something like that, full sleeve, you know, bright, full colour like that. It's, because at the end of the day, even if it weren't, I could have gone on and thrown stencil on up to here or something, like lined it in a very light grey and then come back and started going through, lining up and colouring up. 1 minute, I've got a question. What we got here? Tattooing looks legit. It is. It's proper legit. It's a proper 100% spot on. Anonymous. Yeah, it's just lines with colour. Various, and even the lines. I mean, you can go on and smash it on. You can do light grey lines and then go back. You could have lined it all out in light grey, come back for another session. Then when it healed up, started blacking it all in and colour. No problem. Stay ups. How long are you streaming for today? Well, I've been on just short of an hour and a half. I've probably got about another 10 or 15 minutes stay up. I have, mate. Another 10 or 15 minutes-ish. And then I'll be off, buddy. What we got here? Just, yeah, done in pieces. Disney characters. Yeah, Disney characters and stuff like this. It's easy to chunk it out. So it's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Do you line after colour? Eh? Right. Do you line after colour? No. You always line first. Always line first. No, they're in the next tattoo. Just check something. Somebody says the next tattoo. No, there was just the one on that one. Yeah, just the one. Just the one, Paul. That's it. That is it. No. Do your lines first. Always line out first. generally, as a rule of thumb, if you're working it that way, lines first, and then usually, like a lot of people say, usually work from dark to light. But again, depending on what effect I'm looking for, and especially with colour, sometimes I do work from light to dark. It just depends, or I'll put some dark in, go in with light, and then go back in with some more dark. Just depends on the effects that I'm trying to get. But your line's always going first. Oh. I don't know what we've got here. No, Dan, don't know what that one is. Sorry, mate. Gonna try tattooing a soccer ball later. Cool. Best of luck. Best of luck trying to tattoo a soccer ball. Best thing I can say to you there, Smo. If you're gonna tattoo a soccer ball, you know, they come around like that. You know, ones that have, you know, hexagons or pentagons or whatever it is. Make sure it's one of them, then you can do your lines in small. You're not having to try and get all the way around it in one go. At least then with, you know, something with a bit of pattern, you can break your lines up to go around and pick them up and drop them off. It'd be a lot easier for you. Cheers. SL, how you doing, my friend? Catch the live. Yeah, like I say, I know it's a lot earlier in the day for some of you guys, but it's nice to see you here, actually. Again, like I said, I thought Facebook. I thought YouTube had fallen out with us and not sending it all out. You know, sending stuff out. Oh, right. Anonymous. I'd like to try blacking out my leg and then doing white over it once healed. Right. Anonymous, before we go down this road, do you understand? You know, when you see these blackout tattoos, it's quite simple. What you got to remember is, generally, it takes 2 sittings of blacking out to get the required depth of black. So you'll go get blacked out once. You'll go where you let it heal fully. So you're going to be 4, 6, 8 weeks. You're going to go back. If you can leave it a little bit longer, it's better. You're going to go back. You're going to have the black done again. And you're going to leave it 4, 6, 8 weeks. Ideally, when you speak to a lot of people, 12 weeks, about 3 months, till it's fully settled, fully locked, it's faded down a bit, before you even go back and have your white inking, because you need it to settle in your skin. Because when you put, if that's your skin there, and you put ink in to start with, it's just in the right place, and then over time, it will come down a little bit and settle and lock in over time. And that's why sometimes when you do a cover up, you put the ink in there, which is above this layer of ink here. But then over time, as it comes, it'll come down and start living with it, and you start to see parts through. So generally, to get the depth of black, you're going to have 2 passes of black, healed up every time. Before you go in with foot white, you're going to have 3 months to let it lock in and heal in fully, and your skin recover. Then you're going to go back in and do your white design over the top. And it's the white's not going to stay there forever. It ain't going to stay there forever. You know, it's topped up. Make sure you get an excellent quality white ink if you're going to do it. Don't go half-assed, and make sure it's in. What we got down here? What we got here? Josh. You're my phone down the road. How's it going? It's all going great, Josh. Thank you. Do a patch first. Yeah, I would do a patch first. Brutal, total blacker. Yeah, your white will fade. You'll have to do it every year because again, you put your white in, your black's there. That's your skin. Your black's there. After 3 months, you put your white in, which is just above it, so it'll look bright. And then over time, and white's worse for taking on colour of your skin, melanin, and everything. Then as white comes down and lives with it, it'll get fade and fade and fade, and then you just have to go back in and top it up. Fell in love with the look of it from Ephemeral Remy's Blackout over. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty much same as you, Anonymous. I like the look of it when it's done, and some of them when they're done, I just know that it's not gonna stay like that. But I do like the look of it when it's done, and I see some of them and I think, wow. But I also know that how much shit, pain, healing, crap, how many times clients been and how long it's been done over. It's a long, drawn out process. It is a long, drawn out process. Yeah. And generally, it's like Brian says, if you're blacking out a big area, you're going to be looking at big mags. Like I say, they're all 100, 135s, 120s, 145s or whatever. Generally, big area mags. They're into big needles. I'm prepared to part with a lot of black ink, and there'll be a lot of mess and be bored stupid. Make sure you got your radio turned up loud when you get bored stupid packing all that black. But again, you could try an area. If you've got an area, you could do like a band of black and then do something in it, or you could do a shape, some sort of shape with black in it, and then go over it with white. It's entirely up to you, but best of luck. Best of luck. What we got, SL? On my way to getting an apprenticeship, they are letting me draw with them at the shop, working on my own hand-drawn flash now. Cool. That is cool. Nice one, buddy. I'm glad that's worked out. SL Chasing. Is that right? Was that right? Holy shit, if I remembered it used to be Chasing. I've done really well. But I'm glad of that. On my way to getting an apprenticeship, they're letting me draw with them at the shop, working on my own. That's cool. It's a start. You just at least they're helping you on, and hopefully they're helping you on with. That's right. Cool. Hey, I must have had my memory pills, SL, and that can't be quite as old and dementiaed as what I thought. At least that's a start, SL. At least that's a start, because they'll help you redraw and you'll help you come along, show interest, turn up, do your stuff, listen, basically help around, help doing what you can do, and from there it'll just naturally progress, mate. It will just naturally progress into an apprenticeship, and that's how it's done. That is how it's done. But you've done really well, and I'm glad for you that you've managed to get in, even if, like you say, they're letting you draw with them. It's an in. It's a way of getting in. And again, that's how apprenticeships start, by getting in and doing what you're doing, even if it's just. And a lot of apprentices get into apprenticeship by just hanging around the shop, getting pally with the tattoo artist, and not really getting an apprenticeship to start with, but then just being interested and looking over the shoulder, and then just naturally progressing out from there. But I'm stoked for you, bud. I'm really stoked for you. Somebody's asked him how far it was. They are right down the street from my place. That's even better. Because it's like my shop. My shop from my house is literally 500 yards. Walking from the shop, walking home doesn't even take 5 minutes. And that I can probably be 3 minutes. That's how close it is. So it's, but again, you're down end of the street. Unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily always work like that for people. You could have quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour's run, you know, to work. It's just is what it is. But like I say, I hope it's head down, arse up, just get stuck in, learn, keep on right side of them. Obviously, don't let them take a piss out of you, but keep on right side of them, and everything should go your way, and get a apprenticeship with them. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. What I got there? I mean, well, Brian's got clean the bathrooms. Yeah, but I mean, gotta be careful. It's all right. It's all right cleaning the bathrooms. Everybody takes it in turns to clean the bathroom. I mean, do it our place, but cleaning, you know, cleaning workstations, general cleaning up, helping out, as long as that's not all you're doing. Otherwise, they are just taking piss out of you. That you just got to be careful, because obviously you are hungry and you are eager and you do want to prove, but then again, you just don't want to get piss ripped out of you and get used. What you got? I will get to clean when I get on as apprenticeship. Lol. Yeah, exactly. Once you get on as an apprenticeship, you clean, and what you'll find as well is you'll clean whoever's taking you under, whichever artist is really taking you under, or you're working with, and that you'll probably clean up after them. You at some point, once you get into it, they might even have you setting the station up a little bit, maybe not fully setting it up, but introduce you into setting up and taking it up, and then cleaning down and breaking down and what to do after the fact. It all comes with it. But yeah, once you get an apprenticeship, it's all that'll come into play, and you'll be sorted. But I just, at the minute, you've got a good in. They're allowing you in shop, which is a massive bonus. They're allowing you to hang around in shop and learn to draw with them. So that's, you're 75% there for your apprenticeship. And by just allowing you to spend the time in the shop and help you out with your drawing, it's just going to be a natural progression. Because again, if you can't draw, or you can only draw worse shit, or draw like a 13-year-old, you need to get your artwork on point first. That's where you've got to start, because if you can't draw it on paper, and you can't draw it properly on paper, and you can't draw a variety of stuff on paper, how's somebody else going to let you draw it? And you can't draw stuff on paper when you can throw a piece of paper away if it goes wrong, or you can rub it out. Who's going to trust you to draw with ink on them when it's a one-shot deal on the leg or on an arm or on the back? They're not, are they? And that's why you've got to be able to draw, and you've got to be able to draw good. I've got people come to me for apprenticeship. Oh yeah, I've got my portfolio. All my drawings are done on an iPad or on a computer. I'll send your portfolio to me. No, you won't. If you're drawing on an iPad and you're drawing on a computer, you're no good to me. Because I can get even this thing. I can get this thing to do a lot of stuff for me that you're not capable smoothing lines out, drawing lines, curves, or anything. I can get that to do that for me, and I don't have to worry about it. But you've got to worry about it when you're drawing on somebody's skin. You know what I mean? Yeah, I bet you are. So you said draw like a 13 and you're half, Andy. I see, lol. So you say, what's that? So you say I draw like a 13-year-old, Andy? I say, lol. I never said that. I said, I've got people who come at me that think they can draw, and they can draw like a 13-year-old, or they're drawing on an iPad or on a computer. It's like, no. If you can't draw, you really, really need to learn to draw. There's so, you can teach yourself to draw, no problem. Grid method, there's loads of stuff. There's so many available things on YouTube that you can follow along with, and that's no problem. That should be first thing. What we got? Boom. Our shop does not use iPads and draw everything. No stencil machine in the shop. Cool. That'll set you in good stead. That'll put you in a good place. That's all. To the point that when you've got your apprenticeship, you're doing your apprenticeship, you come out of it and you're working yourself, and you do move on, because you will naturally move on to, because it's so much quicker and it saves you a lot of stress. You do move on to iPads, Procreate, tablets, and the other stuff. You're already in good stead. You're in spot on stead because you can do it. You can do it by hand. Because if you can't do it and draw by hand, again, like I say to people, and computers and stuff are doing it for you, what happens if you lose? For some weird reason, you lose your stencil. Can't go on and apply it. You're going to have to draw it back on with a Sharpie marker or a skin marker. If you can't draw work crap, you're not going to be able to draw it back on. You're going to have lost it. And what do you do? Sorry, mate, I won't charge you for that. You can go out with half a tattoo. See ya. I just can't be asked. Off you go. Wow, old school, yeah. Use ChatGPT to draw for you? Nope. You can't do that. You won't get anywhere. Like I said, that's the thing. How do you get ChatGPT to draw for you? Customer comes in and goes, they've got a specific idea, and they go, well, I want an anchor with a feather with Donald Duck and Wile E. Coyote. I want you to come up with something. Right, no problem. So you come up with something, you send stencil to client. Well, actually, I wanted that there. So then you've got to move it. And do it all. All this stuff is only going to spew you out what they think's good. It's not going to work. And then you still need to be able to draw it. You still need to be able to draw it on skin. Reference stuff, yeah, maybe, but people not. All this stuff, this ChatGPT, AI, and all this crap. That's just people getting lazy. Unfortunately, in my eyes, that's just people being born idle that can't sit there and get their own work down, come up with a concept, get it down, put it together, see whether it works, and then stencil it out from there. Jason, just give me an hard time. All right. The reference. I can't draw for. You put driver. I'm going to say can't draw from mine, but can look at things and yeah. But what you can do is you can go on and know that if you wanted a castle with a dragon with bloody Minnie Mouse and I don't know, something else, that you could go and look on for them images. You'll see what you want. You might bring a load of images down. You can use a program then to start copying and pasting and collaging them all together like you can in Procreate or whatever. Do it. Put them all together, then make your stencil from that. Then the thing is then that you send it back to your client and they don't want it and they go, well, you've put castle here. I'd rather have castle at bottom right-hand corner with this up there. You've got all your images and it's stenciled out, so then it's just a case of just going and rearranging it all and sending it back to your client. I'm lost here now. Oh, an hornet's nest has been stirred up here. Yeah, you need reference to draw from. I can't draw worse shit out of my own mind. I need reference, and I'll get tons of it. And even down to the point that when I'm doing it on skin, I'll have loads of it. I'll have loads of reference. Smoke. What you got, Smoke? I will have to draw every because I would rather stay old school and learn new technology. Yeah, well, I mean that's fair play. Just that if you're doing 10, 12, stencils a week and that, it just speeds the process up. That's all. And honestly, I want Procreate just to help with drawing on lace. Yep, like I say, I don't use Procreate. We've been through this one. I don't use Procreate. I don't use Apple products, because Apple products are made by the devil, or the spawn of the devil. So I don't use them. I don't buy into them. I won't piss on an Apple product if it were on fire. But hey, but I get it. You can layer it all up. If one layer goes wrong, then you haven't lost it all. You can just redo that layer and everything. But you can still draw by hand on it, but you still need to be able to draw. That's what gets me. You still need to be able to draw. Yes, you use so much use so much paper drawing in layers, and that was me. That's how I ended up going over to a tablet. You do use so much paper going through it, and you find yourself retracing the same thing and getting it on the light box and going over and over and over and over the same thing. Whereas it's quick, because you get onto a tablet, then duplicate layer, duplicate layer, duplicate layer, and you've got them. It's from that point of view. Ryan, sorry guys. What we got here? Plus, I'm learning to draw to create flow on the body. Yes, my mentor is really good at it, so I learned a bunch from just being there. Exactly. I don't know if I've ever told you. I always got sort of like, so flow on body is a lot of, if you decide to work in S's and curves like that, and V's really does fit. You work in a V or an S, it really does fit most of the flow on the body. So you just say, when you learn it to tattoo and you're planning it all out. If you're working in S's and V's, then generally you're not going to be far off. My apprentice has to hand stencil, teaches him steady hand and movement smoothly. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Muscle memory, teaches him muscle memory for it. Gets them used to the movement through the elbow and the shoulder for doing tattoos. Also, I don't know about you, Mad, when they're drawing, try to get them to put, or I try to get them, you know, when they're doing, to put one hand on like the paper, you know, when they're lining, you know, like that. Or I'm having a stretch, just have this other hand on the piece of paper, you know, while they're lining. It gets them into the flow. Then that hand's there at the side of them while they're actually lining. So when they go to move to a machine, that hand will automatically go there. And then they've just got to go with the stretch, the pinch for the stretch. It's automatically there. I don't know what this is. I have GIMP right now, but hard to learn. Anonymous, I don't even know, and I'm not even going to hazard a guess at what that comes out at. What we'll say, guys, is think, look, we've been running an hour and 54 minutes. I've already run over probably by about 10 minutes. Where are we going to go? It's 11 of you still on, which I do appreciate. If you could give the stream a thumbs up. Look, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. If you're not getting notifications, go back in, uncheck the notifications, then recheck it and make sure all's pressed. Hopefully you still get them. I have got, and I have said in other things, that when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I've got something coming off, which I actually think it's going to be a machine giveaway. I've got a machine to give away. But once I get to 1,000 subs, then I will release a video regarding that. But I have got a machine to give away once I hit 1,000. I've got to hit 1,000 first, and then we'll do that. S-Link, get Prismacolor Premier pencils, they blend amazing. Yeah, Prismacolor Premier do. If they can be a bit pricey, can the Prismacolor Premier? I'll tell you what the other one is that I like. Let me find it. Just as good as a Prismacolor Premier. The only difference is, and I will be honest, the only difference is, whereas Prismacolor Premier, you can buy open stock, e.g. if you run out of one blue pencil, one particular blue, you can buy one. You can't with these. Let me find them. I have the Castle Arts one, which are just as good as the Prisma Premier, and you can go straight to their website and they'll have a disc. Go straight to Castle Arts website, you'll see them, and they'll all come in like that, all done. They blend the same as the Prismacolor Premiers and everything. And I think you probably pick this setup, which I think was the 120 set. I think you can pick this up delivered for probably about $30. They're not overly expensive. Not overly expensive at all. Let's see what we've got in the saying. I'm way behind. Have machine to print stencil, but yeah. Yeah, don't forget to share. Don't forget to share the stream. Pass it out. Pass it around like a beer keg at a frat party. Let's see what happens. What we got? SL, bad. I just noticed it was the end of the stream, lol. Yeah, well, we're still running at the minute. We've just got a little bit to go. Probably about 3 minutes, and then I'm out of it. I'll have done 2 hours, so I will be out of here. Unfortunately, guys. Is Jason out of here? ChatGP, future of tattoo, watch online now, amazing. Nah, ChatGP not, unfortunately. No, because ChatGP is not the future of tattoo. On future of tattoo, watch online. It's not the future of tattooing, is it? Because no matter what you do, tattooing is just a manual. It's a manual thing. You've got to get down and dirty with it. You've really got to get down and dirty with it. Catch you later, Jason. Anonymous. Any good charcoal pencils? I have. Shit, mate. Oh my God, what is it I got? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I bought the Faber. Can you see it? Is it gonna? I bought the Faber Castell ones. Charcoal pencils. They do a soft, medium, and hard. I bought them ones. And I also have a charcoal stick. That's medium, which I grind off with. I grind onto some sandpaper and I put it in. I don't even know where it's gone. I put it in I put it in there, and then I can use a paintbrush to get softer blends along blending sticks. They're good. White Faber Castell charcoal pencil is good. And then the other best bit of kit is the Tombow Mono eraser, the little tiny little round one. They are fantastic. Is that Tombow Mono Zero, the round one, little 2.3mm eraser, superb for getting in. Maybe Dave come next week. Maybe he might, but I very much doubt it. I know he's very busy. He was, Brian, obviously not last week, week before he was here. If he's free, he would send me a message. What we got here? We'll try send some pics in for next stream. Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem. Pics, artwork, drawings, whatever. Good. I'll check into those offline. Can't find in stores. No, I mean the Castle Arts ones you can get off Amazon, but it is actually cheaper if you go straight to Castle Arts and they do a deal. But I don't know whether Castle Arts have got a store on Amazon now. But I know that usually if you go straight to Castle Arts, they usually give you a voucher and knock you a load off if you go straight to their website. Got mad. Too much computer generated design slowly taking the artist out of the art. No easy ways, just draw. Yeah, you gotta do. You gotta draw. It's like I say, what you've got is you're right there, man. What you're doing is you're getting people are getting into being lazy when it comes to drawing. They don't want to draw. They don't want to do the prep and everything, but they want to make the art on the skin and they want to take the glory for it and get the money for it. But no, it starts on pen and paper. You're creating design and taking it all the way through and seeing it onto skin, and people are just getting lazy with it. And I'm in agreement. I agree with you 100% there. I do. Anonymous, you're welcome, mate. No problem. I got a Derwent electric eraser. It's got an internal battery, USB charging. Look. Yeah. Who else has got a Derwent electric eraser? I've got the battery operated one. Yeah. But just be careful because there is ones out there that are a lot better than these. That don't cost as much. There's ones out here that are a lot better than these. They've got a finer point. You have a finer point, a 2.3mm point on it, like the Tombow Mono. But yeah, I've got one of the Derwent electric erasers. But the Derwent electric erasers, they're all right for if you're taking coloured pencil off. If you're taking your coloured pencils off, they're all right for that. If you're taking charcoal off, they're a good all-round eraser for taking graphite off. Is a Stedler Norris, and I have, like I say, the Tombow Mono Zero round. I also have the Tombow Zero with the square end as well. I have both of them. They're both brilliant. Right, guys, with that, I'm probably going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody being here. I do, and like I say, it's nice to see more people turn up. It's either found its way out or they've had time to, jump onto stream. Like I say, a lot of, shall we say, a lot of the original people and a lot of the original people finding their way back, which I do appreciate. And again, fingers crossed, all being well. Oh my God. That's it. It's come back into focus, yeah. All being well, guys. I should be back here next Sunday. I have got a video coming out. Well, I must have been wrong in head when I come up with this idea, but I have got something coming out to do with cheapest machine I could find on Temu, and which was an absolute shocker. But stay tuned, stay subscribed for that one. Again, like I said, once we hit 1,000 subs, I have got something going off, which I've just been on about, but you need to be subscribed. Got to work out about a few things. It will be open to everybody. It's not just a case of, well, I mean UK, so it's only going to UK. No, it's open to everybody. But we've got to get to 1,000 first. We've got to get to 1,000 subs first. But so with that, I've taken enough of you guys' time. It's Sunday. It's Sunday evening. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. I appreciate every single one of you turning up, giving me the support that you do, getting in the chat, liking, subscribing. And again, I really do appreciate you all being there. So with that, I will say good evening, good night. I will see you in the next one. And with that, take care. We'll see you in the next one.